Hello, this video is about how to do conversions using stoichiometry, and I am right now on page 9 of your practical nursing program math book, and I'm doing the first one. Now, before I actually do this problem, I want to show you a framework that I use every time, and if you can learn how to use this framework every single time, it will help you all the way through the math program of your nursing program. So let's start. I always like to write, anytime that I start out with a math problem, I always start by writing order, the OL, and the order and the label. I never worry about the dots, but I'm doing it here for you guys, I guess. Order and label, and then I do a line, dot, and a line. Okay. So every time, it's almost like I say to people to go to Hobby Lobby and buy this stamp. You want this every single time. Sometimes you can have another line out here, but what I want to do is show you how we actually do the work and what's important. The labels are just important as the numbers. So here it says the order is grain a half. So I'm going to just put a half grain. Now you can put the grain in front. It doesn't matter. It's just the way they write it. Okay, and the label reads 30 milligrams per tablet. So we have 30 milligrams per tablet. I apologize, I'm using a pen mouse and it's not very neat. Okay, so what I do now is I worry about the units. I'm not going to worry about some numbers just yet. So I'm starting out with grain. And I'm going to copy and paste grain on the bottom. I'm not worrying about anything else now. I just take the order, and I always start with the order. I take the grain and I lay it down. Okay, now I go from grain, and let me change the color so it's a little bit easier to see. I go from grain, let me get green, and I tell people your eye is going to follow this pattern. You're going to milligrams now. So I'm going from grain to milligrams, and then to get rid of that milligrams, because our answer is in tablets, I want to go from milligrams to tablet, like that. So grain will cancel out with grain, milligram will cancel out with milligram, and you'll end up with tablets, which is what you want your answer to be. That is the structure that's most important. Now you can play with numbers. So I'll put in the numbers with a different color so we can see a little bit easier. So on grain, it's 1/2. Now, always when there is a whole number, you put it on top, but since it's a fraction, I'm just going to put it over the fraction bar. If it was a whole number, put it on top. Okay, and then now grains to milligrams. It doesn't tell you that in here, so you have to know that. So every 1 grain, there's 60 milligrams. And then now milligrams per tablet, it tells you that one, so you go 30 per 1, like that. So now you have a structure, and you can forget about this at the top unless you want to reference it. But now what we do down here at the bottom is we just start doing math, and we cancel out. A lot of people have trouble with the canceling out, but I promise you I can show you, if you are interested, in a video that shows you why it's so important to cancel out. Okay, so let's go ahead and start canceling out. I'm going to use a different color. Let's use blue this time. Okay, 2 can come out of 60, 30 can come out of 60. So I'm just going to pick one. I can jump anywhere I want to. You wouldn't be wrong to do it. So I'm going to take 30 out of 60. 30 comes out of here once. I'll put a 1 there. And 30 comes out of here twice. So you have a 1, a 2, and a 1, and a 2, 1, and a 1. Now these two 2's will cancel. See, I could do it again. So that's a 1, 2 comes out of here, 2 comes out of here once. So you have 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. When you multiply this out, you'll have 1 over 1, because you go 1 times 1 times 1. And then on the bottom, 1 times 1 times 1. And that will reduce to 1 tablet. And you're done. So the main thing I tell people, if we have another math problem, is make sure you just do order, label, and then line, dot, line, and the rest you can fill in. I hope this helps. You can use these ideas and these structures all the way through, including decimals, including fractions in different areas. You can do that, but your main thing is to keep this framework and use it over and over again for different kinds of math problems. Just like this. Get rid of that little green there. Just like that. You keep that and pretend like it's a stamp. Let me do one more problem so that kind of helps you with it. This one's going to be pretty easy. Let me pause for just a moment and give you another question up here. Okay, this question is going to be super easy for some folks and not so easy for others. The doctor ordered hydrodiuryl. I think I spelled that one wrong. I spelled both of them wrong, but anyway, that's on number 4. So the doctor ordered this medicine, 25 milligrams PO daily. So we have 25 milligrams as my order. Apologize for the handwriting because I'm... Okay. The label reads 50 milligrams per tablet. Per tablet. Okay. What I do again is I follow this order and then to this label. So I start out putting my 25 milligrams on the top. I'm going from milligrams to milligrams. So these will cancel, and I'm going up to tablet. So 50 milligrams in one tablet. Like that. So our milligrams cancel and tablets left behind, and that's what they want us to do here. So what I do is 25 comes out of here once, 25 comes out of here twice. I reduce there. And so that's a half a tablet when you multiply across. And of course, in your program, you need to divide. So 1 divided by 2 is 0.5. If I was to go and work that out. So your answer's 0.5 tablets. Don't forget to put that 0 out front. Okay, if you have any questions, my number is 417-447-8180. Some of the problems will appear to get a lot harder, but again, that red framework, that's what you want to use, and it'll make it a lot easier as time goes by.